My name is Linstand. I am a department manager for one of the 4 departments at NST. And the department is called Department of Prevention and Self-Management. NST is a national competence center, a competence service. It's actually renamed to be a competence service. But we do the same things. We do research and development. And we are around 100 people doing these kind of research and development activities. And we do it in cooperation with actors in the Norwegian healthcare system, in municipalities, at the hospitals, with patient organizations, with all kinds of actors and vendors, of course, a lot of vendors, small and big ones. One of the most important things is actually the implementation of a new EPR system. The vendor which is delivering the EPR system at this hospital is called DIPS, and DIPS is a Norwegian vendor, and they are delivering this kind of services and systems to nearly all hospitals in Norway, except for the ones in the mid-region. And Norway is divided into 4 health regions. But this region, the northern region, Helse Nord, has decided to implement the new version. So it's a completely different EPR system. And it's really important for us and for the activities which we're doing in my department for prevention and self-management, the new patient role, etc. When you develop apps, you develop self-management tools or prevention tools, it's important that they are, when it's beneficial, that they are connected to the EPR system so that you can see the whole, you can try to develop the whole ecosystem. I think so. I think that the new technology which is being developed in 5-star could be platforms or platform for this integration between the data which you're monitoring yourself and producing and the data being produced in the healthcare system, in the healthcare and the EPR systems, both at the GP's office and in the hospital as well. But there's a lot of work to do in order to realize the total integration and to realize an ecosystem which is functional and which gives the effects and the benefits we want. And we're not really certain yet what kind of benefits and effects we want or we need or which will come out of it. We just have our gut feeling telling us that there's something in that direction. Yeah, I think so. And the vendor DIPS is actually very positive. They're participating in the 5-star project as well. And I talked to one of the managers and he knew about the project, so that's a good start. So it's part of their work and they see the potential for integrating apps with their system, and we're doing it stepwise. I think it's got to do with the whole technology development and the understanding of where the technology is going and the potential of the use, and also nearly every Norwegian has a smartphone, so you have to take that into account, and you have to, both for the healthcare workers and the patients, you should see how we can use this for common communication. So it's the way things run, development of technology. So I also know that DIPS have been doing research together with us in a large research project funded by the Norwegian Research Council, which is called the Tromsø Telemedicine Laboratory. And one of the PhD students, she's finished, she still works in DIPS, and the results from her work has actually influenced the way DIPS is developing the tools. And I'm not sure, but I guess that the methods that they've started to use now also open up more for, including more actors from the whole ecosystem instead of just looking at developing one silo. We're doing research in the big data arena, and NST is doing that. One of our researchers is actually now in New York cooperating with IBM and the Watson machine. So he's looking into how you can use Watson to pull out data from unstructured EPR systems. And he's also one of our researchers who is involved in the diabetes research. And you've seen the diabetes app, and the FutureTouch application has you can see like trends. And in order to get the trends, you need some statistics. You need to do the maths, which gives you the trends. So I'm not a statistician, and so you have to ask them if you need some more details. But actually, that's kind of a big data activity, which we're already in. And we will pursue that because we'll see with the new APR system, etc. And we have technology now to gather data from different sources and to look at it to see, to capture patient pathways and how guidelines and patient pathways and how effective telemedicine tools, EL tools can be in that patient pathway. Yeah, I do. I think that the 5-star project is it's technology. It's a future technology. So the whole project is kind of risky, but so you're not really sure what's going to come out in the end. But that's part of the setup. And of course, NST is being asked for results today on different sorts of activities. Of course, does it work and how does it work? And you can see some short-term benefits for the patients. But we need to do that. We have one department which is looking into that. And my department is actually more into the future and how we can benefit from these kind of tools and integrate them into the patient pathways and self-management and prevention. The timing of the 5-star project was really good for what the portfolio and the work we've been doing, especially through the Tromsø Telemedicine Laboratory, the SFI, which we have. And so it actually fits into what we wanted to do further on, technology-wise and on the risky side, and the future technology. So it fits, and then we can pull in and we can learn as we go along, and we can try to implement as we go along, even if it's, yeah. So that's what we're doing step by step. At the same time, we have a vision and we have a longer goal.